Renee, it's another episode. We're back.
You sound excited.
I am excited, actually. I'm always excited to do another show. But, here's one thing I will say. I'm not excited for January. I friggin' hate January.
January is the Monday of the year.
It's the Monday of the months, yes.
It's the Monday of the whole
for
year.
For sure. Then February is a close second. It's the Tuesday. You're like, fuck this month.
It's these winter months for sure that just drag on forever.
Oh, yeah.
And January feels that way, too, because, the months prior you had holidays and joy and merriment and woohoo. And then suddenly January hits and it's just gray and cold. And you're like, fuck.
Oh, where did the magic go?
All the magic is gone.
This sucks. Did I just get eye raped by the world?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. You're a little confused.
You come back out from from your holiday stupor, right? And you come back out and you realize, oh yeah, real life sucks.
This sucks.
Damn it.
Well, it's funny you say that because we were talking about this when we came out of this awful movie, terrible movie, Avatar 2.
I told you still ripping on Avatar.
I always rip on Avatar.
That movie is killing it in the box office, though, and it's so annoying.
Everybody wants to see the second Avatar movie. It's not going to kill, honestly.
I'm so annoyed by that.
It can't miss because people want to know. They want to see the spectacle of this one.
But there's still some people
It's like that other podcast that we listened to. Ross Patterson, his guys, Bob said. People don't give a shit about the script because they don't remember those characters' names.
No, nobody.
They just want to see the 3D digital spectacle.
But what kills me is there's some people who really love the movie, and it makes me feel like I'm Elaine on that episode of Seinfeld. Where everyone is going on about the English patient, and
like,
she's in the theater going
on about it. It's so boring.
I hate it. That's me. I am Elaine watching the English patient.
Well, she's like, go to hell.
Well, just go to hell.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I felt that because I was like, I was tempted several times to walk out because I was like, oh my God, this is so boring. And I did. I was like, I was joking to you, but in a way, I was hoping you'd go, we can leave, and I'm like, yeah. I would have jumped up and been like, all right, hey, we'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck, we haven't
Sitting
made it to the water
my
yet.
work friend, I would have been like,
we haven't even made it to the water yet.
See ya.
Like, it took so long to make it to the water. I was like, fuck me. I don't care anymore. This isn't the way of the water. This is the first movie with kids.
God,
is the water,
boring.
Here was my thing. I was thinking there was going to be the big battle, and then at the end, they were going to get to the water community. And I was if they end it with them arriving there, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Because they're only going to show us like a little bit, then it's going to end, and that's how he's going to pull you in.
And
He's like, here's the jungle, and at the end is the water.
Yeah. But anyway, we've already railed on Avatar. What were you getting at with
I can't help it, man. It was so bad.
We've already went on. We even titled the episode after on how much we hated it.
Fucking hated it. But it's cookie season, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate cookie season too.
You know what?
You want to know why? No, you want to know why? Because you turn vicious.
Do I though?
You do. Your tactics are pretty like your tactics aren't. I would say they're not orthodox, but they are orthodox. All of the troop moms have this mentality during cookie season. This vicious mentality of work, social media.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where the sales are at. Now, to be fair, in terms of troop moms, where we stand in the troop with our cookie sales, we're usually one of the lower.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a popular mom. I guess it's not that. It's just I work in a smaller bubble than what some other people do. Like one of the girls' moms is literally a high member of the city here where we live. So she's got all the places to all the connections, everybody.
That's messed
She's
up.
Always the top seller. We're
we
usually
got to take those top political people
right
down
there
and
at the
sell
bottom.
bad.
It doesn't matter.
The girl has us.
Yes.
Girl child as us. That's all she needs.
Well, she has a cousin who
one family
bought a
member,
whole case.
a case, a case,
A whole case of cookies.
So we're not worried about that.
We're good.
Oh God, that's insane to think. I've done it. I've done it before.
Sounds like
I'm
you've
guilty.
done it.
I think I'm going to do it again. But anyways, I watch you and you're just like, all right, I've got to do this, and you're like, the thing that kills me is that, ladies and gentlemen, here's where you know she is in her zone, or her mecca, if you will, is that you were bathing Tank and you looked up at me with this proud look on your face and said, you said, I'm bathing our son and selling cookies all at once. I'm multitasking.
Yeah.
And I could tell by the look on your face.
But here's the
you were no.
Okay.
You were proud. You were like, I'm adulting like a pro here.
No. What really is happening is I looked at the calendar and I went, oh shit. It's January 9th. Cookie sales started on December 19th, and I'm just now getting around.
Oh, shit, really?
Yes, I'm
that's why
now
gotcha.
getting around to being like, hey, peeps.
Yo.
Initial orders wrap up next week, dog, so I need
to know
to
now.
put your cookie orders in now, please and thank you. Bye-bye. That's really what's happening.
Well, you're tactical. You sent stuff with me.
So, yeah, but I mean, as far as like our workplaces, yeah, I sent an order form with you, and then pretty much I've sold a lot at work. I mean, a lot in terms of, I've only got a pool of 8 people around me, but I think all 8 have ordered some.
Yeah, no, same with me.
So, we're pushing the cookies, it's cookie season. I even offered on my Facebook posting that I will tell you which wine pairs well, and nobody's taken me up on it. Shockingly, I think they all know.
Yeah, because
I think they all know I dabble in trash wine.
It's not legit. Nobody would pair wine with a cookie.
I am a pro with trash wine, and trash wine is defined as being bottles that are priced at $12 and under. Okay?
Yeah, so Boone's Farm.
So I can tell you which trash wine is real nice with your cookies.
Yeah. Okay.
Specifically the one that has
legit.
the picture of Snoop on the bottle. It's a good one.
That's the 19 Crimes one.
Yeah.
Where he paired with them. What was that called? Oh, shit.
I don't remember if it was a rosé, but it was a 19 Crimes.
Dog Crimes?
Sure.
Because he's Snoop Dogg?
There was 2. Because I remember the first bottle of Snoop wine that I had rolled out of the back of the car when I got home, and it
you were so
busted
upset
in the driveway, and I was so upset.
You want to see disappointment on someone's face. Like there's only 2 ways you can disappoint a human being in this world: drop their alcohol and drop their pizza.
Even the boy was like, "Daddy, Mama's Snoop wine fell on the driveway and it shattered everywhere."
Death Row.
Yes.
It was Death Row. That's what it was. It was good though. The one that we did get.
No, I've had both of them at this point.
Oh, okay. Cool. Good.
They're all
good.
They're all good.
I think I tried one, but that was it.
Good with cookies.
Okay. That's weird to do, but okay. Why would you? Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't ask. Okay?
Well, I did.
Let me live my life.
Okay.
All right.
But it's just interesting to watch. That was very... I didn't know that detail. Yeah.
No, it's like I just let you in. I just pulled back the curtain there, and I said, no, what really had happened was I procrastinated.
What happened was...
As I do. And
yeah.
Here we are. But I still get shit done.
Just
at the last
true.
minute.
You got it done. You knocked it out of the park.
Okay.
Barely.
No.
I will say that
I got till next week.
As soon as the order forms came home, I put my order in.
Well, of course.
Yeah. I knew what I wanted. Instantly.
You're always like, yes, cookies. And I'm like, we won't get those till February. You
doesn't
know that,
matter.
right?
I'm putting it in now.
Care.
I'm making sure it gets in there.
Yeah.
I do. No, I do. I'll throw mine in automatically. As soon as I see those order forms, I'll look to see what cookies are there. Then I'll do the Kevin Malone scratch and sniff.
Right.
Because you
it's
never
not
know.
scratch and sniff.
You never know. Sometimes they might put that in there. But no, I'll get a case of something, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I will make sure that I have a case of something.
You switch your flavors every year.
Well, not really. Not really. I had one mainstay, and that was the lemon ones until they fucked them up.
Yeah, they changed them.
And now the new ones that they made are quite tasty. Quite tasty.
And there's no drama behind them this year, so you can order as many as you want.
Yeah, I know.
Last year we were literally told you can sell those, but you kind of be on the hush hush about it. You can't sell too many. And
you
then
can sell them,
and
but
then
you
during the
can't.
last week of sales, they're like, "No, you can sell as many of them as you want." And I'm like, "Make up your mind."
What?
But then they pulled that back, and they're like, "Oh, never mind. We actually ran out."
Okay, hold
cool.
on. Bye. Stop. I know, dude. I love those though. The new ones, they're excellent.
There is a new cookie, but we didn't get them this year.
Okay.
Our particular chapter didn't get them.
Shit, it goes deep. Like there's an Illuminati connection here, isn't there?
There's a full-on cookie police.
Shit.
Like if I were to
Cookie
go
Illuminati.
If I were to go on and try to sell my
Hearing it
cookies
live here.
on the community page
Nobody
of
gives a
Facebook,
shit.
if I went on to, I'm not going to say the community page,
really?
but the community page, you know which one I'm talking
Yeah.
about. If I went on there on Facebook and I said, "Hey y'all, I'm selling cookies, hit me up with your order," I would get railed, and then the troop would be, I don't know if they'd be fines. I feel like we would actually. We would be in deep shit because the cookie police would come for me. They're out there.
Well, that's okay. They can
The
suck
cookie
it.
police. That's the title of this episode. No.
No, God, no. Let's talk about Montecito right now, though. Shit,
They're
Have you
not
seen-
having a good go.
They're not.
Um,
The celebrities are having an odd go,
fuck the celebrities. No, I mean that's terrible what's happening, I guess. But
well, it's like they're
at the same time, you live out there, you kind of, come on.
yeah. Well,
You know
I will
what you're
say
gonna
this,
get.
be tasteful. Get away from your neighbor's house after it just fell off of a cliff.
Yeah.
Oprah. Go away, Oprah. They don't need you there. They don't want you there right now.
Even though to them, I
I mean, you may have just said, "Hey, I'll cover this." Still, they're probably like, "Hey, man, can you not take a
Can we
picture near
not?
our house?" Okay,
too soon.
Too soon.
Just happens.
It's gone.
Now, granted, that was my, my third home. I have several others in other states, but
this one was new.
this one, was really near and dear
fresh.
to my heart.
We've had it for only 13 years.
My cat's ashes were in there.
Well, in a way, they still are. Especially if it would have burned down. Jesus.
Well, in a way, they still
Well, in
are.
a way, they still aren't they, buddy? Anyways, no, it is. It's having heavy rains and landslides, rivers and roads and debris, and all that's just getting junctified and eroded.
All of this
Eroded.
just shows that California is just fucked. And
Well,
I have no desire
okay, so
to
here's
live
the
out
thing.
there.
Here's the thing. When you've got a state that's used to certain temperature year round.
Well, yeah, but I'm not
When
even talking
things
about
like
just
this, well, no. When things like this happen in a state like that, where they build houses on the sides
on
of
the
hills
hill.
that are prone to mudslides in heavy rain, that do not get heavy rains usually.
Usually, but it can happen.
Oh no, and for years, but see that's the thing. These mudslides have happened for years, granted, but still, only very recently have they been that severe.
Yeah.
Like usually they'll have mudslides, but they won't take out homes. They'll just
No. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's one of those things that you just take on that risk, I guess. It's kind of like, I guess, if you buy a house in a floodplain, right? I mean, you just kind of, my house may or may not flood, whatever. But I don't, or buying a house on the beach, right?
Well, I mean,
it may get taken out by a
take
hurricane.
it this way. Think about the people that buy houses up in the mountains of California and Montana and Wyoming that have wildfires come through and wipe out their houses.
That's why I was also like referring to California as fucked because you
The
have
Great
wildfires.
Smoky Mountains. Think about the Great Smoky Mountains. They had wildfires.
Yes.
From some kids.
That one's not as common though. It seems more common out in California, especially because there's droughts too. Because again, they're fucked.
Did we go up there
and there's
after
earthquakes? No, I think it was a couple years or so after. But we did see some of the aftermath. We did see
the burnt trees
and whatnot.
Yeah, I remember that. That was rough.
That was some shit.
But so is this. It's tough to see some of these videos of these people's homes getting wiped out.
No, it is. It's awful. But I mean, and of course I'm sympathetic. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, I don't feel very sorry for him. No, I do. That's awful. But at the same time, I personally, if I had money to afford one of these homes, I don't. But I personally would not.
Well, I think the people that live in these homes only had enough to afford that home.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't have done
and
it.
I say that. Here's the thing. I say that, and you're like, if you could have afforded that home, you could have afforded one that's not on the side of a mountain.
Their homeowner's insurance policy covers mudslides. I hope.
More than if you buy a house that way, you have to.
I feel like it's probably a mandatory.
Required. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind of like again, if you buy in a flood area, you have to get flood insurance.
Well, I mean, and think about it. If you weren't required to, you could sue the state so hard.
Yeah.
For them not requiring it. Like, oh, you didn't tell us that we would need flood insurance.
You didn't tell me that my house built on a hillside.
Or like mudslide insurance.
Would potentially slide off of it.
There it went. Look.
There it is. Seems kind of common
for
sense.
those of you that don't have the visual show that doesn't exist yet. We're working on that very soon. But yet, that was us waving to the house that was just sliding
as
away.
it just slides away down the hill.
Bye-bye. But no, this is it's fucked up, obviously. Flood, like I said, flood warnings, landslides.
Like I said, I'm just adding it to the reasons I would never live in California, and beyond the fact I couldn't afford it to live in California. But it's the it's the mudslides, it's the drought, it's the fires, it's the earthquakes. It's the scary liberals. No, but it's
unfortunately they're everywhere.
It's all of those things, and it's just no thank you. You know, I
get it. I get it. It's no. I would definitely go to. There are certain places you can
I'll
go
stay
live
here in Tennessee where you experience all of the weather patterns
at once
in 1 week. It's the best.
It's just like Ohio, but nicer. Anyways,
that's our motto.
We're just like
Tennessee,
Ohio, but nicer.
Like Ohio, but nicer.
You want to come here? Ooh,
burn on Ohio.
Yeah, what's up now, bitch? I just flexed on a whole state, and that was a mistake. Never flex on a whole state. No, it is. It's sad to see this happen to my home state, but it's also, it's. Like, why the fuck would you build on the side of a mountain? Why?
I mean,
why does that scream good idea?
It's just as good of an idea, to, build your dream home on the beach. People do it, and never fails every 20 years or so, it'll get taken out by a hurricane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It just is what it is. You need to build your house upon the rock and not the sand. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Don't bring Bible into my podcast. There's no time for that. There's no time for that.
Solid rock.
Let's talk about this. Let's move on. Let's talk about this Alec Baldwin of a 6-year-old, man.
Dude, this story, I don't even know how to process it because it's just like I said before we went on air, it's just a failure in parenting. Like, first off, I mean, just what the hell?
Well, I mean, this kid, like, I don't know what happened with this teacher and this 6-year-old.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
Like, what happened? Did this 6-year-old get upset because the teacher tried or took something from him and he wanted to get it back?
A 6-year-old, though. He's in first grade. First grade.
Itty bitty. A little
Well, just
6-year-old. Little bitty 6-year-old.
around the same age as our youngest.
Yeah.
That's
But,
nuts.
you know, the chief of police was saying, Drew was saying that, the teacher put her hand up. Like, this kid brought in a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher put her hand up, went into a good defensive stance, put her hand up in front of the gun. The bullet went through and hit her in the chest.
Yeah.
And then, from what I understand, I guess did she get the gun from the kid?
From the story I read, he fired off one, and then someone came in and restrained him. But then when paramedics and law enforcement and all that got there, they were kind of having to wrestle with this kid. Like, he's 6, so clearly he's going to be easy to restrain, but he was not happy. And I don't know. I didn't
Like,
see
whoa,
this
whoa, hang on. What do you mean not happy?
I don't know. Like, they just said they were just trying. They had to. I'm trying to find it in the article, and of course now I can't find it. I don't know. Like, from what I remember reading, they came in and they had him restrained, but he was just.
Like, was he going fucking psycho, screaming?
I don't think he's going psycho, but I think I don't know. I don't know if he's belligerent or if he was just scared. I mean, who knows? I have a lot of questions, which is my other question. Is the teacher okay? Did she die?
Yeah, no, she's fine.
Okay.
She's fine. She is awake and receiving treatment.
Okay.
So she's fine.
Well, thank God, because that's some shit. You don't expect to be shot by your 6-year-old student.
No, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Parents need to be more responsible with their weapons, man. You guys, if you're going to have weapons, you've got to teach your children how to be more responsible with them. And 2, lock them up, man.
Yeah, just lock. Like they should not.
It's okay to have a gun, but lock them up, bro.
No, they should. Your child should not even know where the gun is. They can know you have one. Sure, Dad has a gun, but that child has no idea where it is because they don't need to know.
No. I agree. I agree, man. Nah, kid doesn't need to know where the gun is. And honestly, I know a lot of parents get their kids guns, and I'm gonna say this. It may seem controversial, but I'm gonna say this. Seems like and I'll be honest, the parents that get their kids guns are the kids that never end up shooting a school, because they see, the parents show them firsthand, hey, you see that's a watermelon, watch what happens when I shoot this watermelon with this gun, look at that. Well, guess what, it will do that to your head, and it will do that to anybody you point that at. Do not point that at anyone, because it is bad to point it at people, which
should be just common knowledge, of course, but yes,
unless they are trying to hurt you.
Tell them this isn't a video game where someone
There's
can just
no extra
respawn.
Lives. It's one and done.
Here's the part I was trying to find. It says the 6-year-old was combative and struck the employee, restraining him, and officers took control, escorting him out of the building and into a police car.
Wow.
So
this kid was probably like just pissed off at this teacher. Like, this something had happened for this teacher to be shot by this particular
this kid
student.
Clearly
has some issues,
needs to be in some sort of counseling, therapy, whatever. I believe there's talks of his mother or whatever guardian is in charge of this kid is going to be charged.
Yeah.
As that should happen.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
100%. But yeah, I mean, that's the assumption I'm getting from this article, which is from CNN. So,
Yeah.
that the kid was really upset, shot his teacher, and he was combative. So I don't know if that was because he was angry or if he was scared. I mean, who knows? 6-year-olds don't know how to. They're still learning to, healthily process emotions, right? Because that's what all kids are doing. That's kind of your job as an adult and as a parent, to help your child learn the healthy ways of processing emotions. Clearly, well, I'm throwing assumptions here, but I'm just going to throw out that I don't think this kid really had that kind of guidance.
No, not at all.
That's my assumption. Unless there is something else going on, like a mental issue or whatever. But damn.
And I didn't see anything about that.
Well, I don't think, you can't say. It's pure speculation at this point,
Yeah, right. But it's still such an insane, like kid, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, what made this kid snap? Is it lack of accountability from parents? Is that the main thing? Where's the dad? Where's the dad at?
Yeah.
Does it say anything about the dad? No, because he's probably not in the picture.
I assume not, because the title of the article is "Mother Could Face Charges After Her 6-Year-Old Allegedly Shot Virginia Teacher."
See this, I'm gonna say something that some people may think is crazy because I don't know, but this is why a lot of America is the way it is today. This is why we have a lot of these people running around, shooting places up, shooting people up, getting shot, because they didn't have fathers. The fathers weren't in their lives because they were either off somewhere else, sticking around, or in jail.
Yeah.
And that's all Americans. Like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what race or religion you grew up.
It's a common story.
It is.
It's a bunch of mothers raising children
the dads
by
were
themselves.
either ran off or they were in prison.
Yeah, like
or
they're either in prison
or
or
the army, or they died in the. Those are small.
Yeah.
No,
you're right. They're either in prison or they're out just dicking around.
Yeah, but a majority of the ones that are it's the deadbeat dads.
Yeah.
That end up usually having an effect like this. And it's sad. And then sometimes it's like I look at these mass shootings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this. Everybody wants to blame guns, and I understand it, because that's the
easy thing to blame.
Well, it's the tool.
Yeah, it's the tool.
It is the tool that's being used, and it seems like it's being used quite easily, being accessed quite easily. And I understand why people want to restrict that access, because, some people don't need that. But at the same time, you can only do so much before you start stepping on rights, like people's rights to protect themselves and stuff like that. So you've got to be very careful and start small. First of all, if you're going to go with any kind of legislation, start small. Start with small restrictions. But you can't even let that. If you let that in, though, then they start doing bigger restrictions.
Yeah.
And it impedes. And so then you're like, well, we made concessions, but this wasn't supposed to be touched. Anyways, there's a lot of give and take with that. And, of course, that's fucking politics. And that's what I think about politics. It makes me want to fucking throw up.
Mm-hmm.
But with all of these mass shootings, that it seems like it is truly being ignored, that yes, this is a psychological fucking problem. Like, what the fuck is going on in these people's minds that makes them snap and think that this is acceptable to do?
Yeah.
You can't answer it because nobody fucking knows.
Well, there's not a catch-all answer.
No.
Honestly.
No.
I mean, we could sit here and say the catch-all answer is because, there's a lack of fatherhood, and there is, for sure.
That's the biggest problem that there is with that.
Yeah, but I mean, like with anything in this life, there's no answer that, just encapsulates every single,
right.
instance. So, I don't know.
I mean, it's in the same requisite as this dude from the Idaho killer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
There's a lack of accountability, I think. And I mean, especially like you see in kids today.
Yeah.
Especially because, I mean, I can just look at like our, education system, just, as an example. There's no accountability for shit.
But
Nothing.
again, with him, it's mentality. Like there was something in his mind that made that okay.
Yeah.
There's something missing.
Something is missing. Yeah, it's like there's a screw loose or something. I don't know. But you can't answer that.
No, you can't, unfortunately. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. I don't know. It just seems so. I don't know. Seems so far out, weird. But continuing on with the list of cities and places having protests. First, it was China, right?
Okay.
We had China with their protests.
They got wild.
Australia.
Yeah.
And it still currently has some protests going on, though they're going smaller. But we had Australia.
I can't do an Australian accent.
And then
I can't do any accent.
that was for COVID though. Again.
Well, yeah.
And then now we have Brazil. Now Brazil is for a different reason. They're protesting the election that just happened. Mm-hmm. And it's getting pretty, serious because they're just again not happy. It's like people are comparing it to January 6th style coup. I don't want to talk about January 6th. It just happened, and
I'm good.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by that day, but I'm also at the same time I'm not gonna
throw out and say that it's worse than 9/11 or something like that.
No,
I mean,
God,
get
no.
a hold of yourself.
That's
Get a grip.
That's insane to say that.
No,
that's insane to say that, and to compare those two things.
Yep.
That was insulting to so many people.
Oh yeah.
Who lost their lives that day. So,
highly insulting.
Yeah, because I think maybe 2 people died on January 6th, and
by a choice that they made.
Well, one by a choice that they made, one not. I think.
Whereas the other tragedy was just these people just went to work and
had a plane hit their building.
They
and
didn't go home.
Had to jump out of their building.
Sure, let's compare the two.
Yeah.
Fuck out.
Totally the same. Ass wipes. Jesus fucking Christ! You kidding me?
Yeah.
Look, what happened that day was fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't use it as a comparison for Brazil. Brazil's got they've got different shit going on, man. Like they're down. I mean, first of all, it's South America. They got some shit going on down there.
Yeah.
Like if it's not. Like in Colombia, if it's not drug trafficking, it's sex trafficking.
Yes.
So, you gotta be careful. And then now in Mexico, I think they've got cartel wars going on right now, where the police have a certain drug cartel leader.
Here's why there's a reason I have never had any desire to go to any of these places.
Yeah, the drug cartels. Yeah.
I just no, thank you.
I get that. No,
I don't even like watching shows about the drug cartels. Like I'm good. They stress me out.
Yeah.
But I don't like TV that stresses me. I'm not a good example. I like light, fluffy TV.
Yeah, you like fluffy stuff, but yeah, and I know their big man on campus is flown the coop to Miami. So he's no longer there in Brazil. He's like, yeah, I got to get out of here, man. This isn't good.
So brave.
But I mean, there are a bunch of supporters in Miami, anyways. Of course, so
of course,
you got to think they're pretty happy he's there. Like, oh fuck yeah, I may go back. I don't know. I'm just saying. They might be like, hell yeah, the guy that I wanted to win won. Let's move home, and then they don't because why? You got here. Stay. It's better. You never know when anything could change. Stay. Just chill. Chill out. Actually, that's probably, they would just say that as opposed, and they go, I'm not fucking going back.
Right. I'm good.
Fucking live my life here. Fuck this shit.
It's fucking awesome.
No, well, unless you live in one of those fucking towers, it's gonna collapse. Right.
Yeah.
In Miami.
We've talked about that because
Yeah.
Miami is
Fuck.
just kind of slowly
That's my
collapsing around
nightmare.
them.
That's my nightmare. Is that kind of event happening?
Yeah. Which
Like-
apparently I had, because I told you I had a premonition about one falling.
When we were on vacation.
We were in Orlando.
In Disney. On
in
Disney property.
And then the next day we woke up, turned on the news, and it was about a condo that had collapsed. I think.
In Disney.
Was
in
it
their
in
Buena
Orlando,
Vista.
or
It was in
was
their
it-
Buena Vista thing
Yeah.
in Disney.
And I was like, shit.
Oh, fuck.
I literally just had a dream about that.
Fuck.
So.
Let's go.
You're to hear I'm psychic.
Nah. You probably just guys associate yourself. Probably. But no, it's crazy. It's popping off in Brazil, and they are not happy. They're not happy. So they are. Bolsonaro is in Florida, though. So they're like, hey, bring him back. They're trying to extradite him. They are.
Well, yeah.
Hey, come on back.
Come on back over here.
Bring
It's
it on.
fine.
Bring it on back. Don't worry about it. Nothing's gonna happen. But we'll see what happens with that. It's gonna it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy for them. But they're doing what it's nuts. Like protesting over an election, it just seems so fucking crazy. But fuck, man, people want to protect what they believe in.
Well, yeah. I mean, we like you said, you don't want to compare it to what happened here, but I mean, people do the same kind of shit here. They protest when something doesn't, go the way they want it to. So you take it to the streets,
or when
if you will.
something attacks what they believe in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's it's valid to. I feel like it's valid to raise your voice about about your way of life or your culture or your
Well,
your
yeah.
race being
I mean,
attacked.
it's admirable in a way, I guess, to stand firm in whatever you
I don't
believe
think it's
and
valid
not back
to.
down.
I don't think it's valid to play victim for another race
No,
and then join Antifa and break and loot shit.
no, that doesn't make any sense
Like,
ever.
Look, white people, you don't need to sit there and be the voice for someone who can, speak for themselves. Shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and quit joining Antifa. Like, look, we get it. You were picked on in high school. Stop joining Antifa. Anyways, let's talk about somebody else who was picked on. This loser,
Oh, don't talk
Prince.
about him that way.
Prince Schmary.
Jesus, that scared me. No one else heard that.
No
but,
one
oh
else
my
will hear
God,
that, but shit, that was loud. Prince Schmary. Prince Harry, the spare hair. I wish we had some music to play here. I'd play some music for you behind you, like behind your voice, like some kind of
a small violin,
or
violin.
or an organ.
Okay. See, here's the thing. You poke fun at Harry, but if I have any kind of sympathy for any of these boys, if you will, they're older than me, but between him and his brother, I feel more sympathy, I guess, towards Harry for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe it is because he is
A little boy who lost his mom.
He lost his mom. They both did.
Yeah.
He was only 12 when that happened.
You heard he went to the tunnel, right? After he grew up.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you want to see?
He wanted closure. That's in his book, and he said he always envisioned that tunnel as, like a dark, scary. You won't come out of it alive.
Yeah.
So I guess he just needed to go and see it. I don't know. I mean, I can't put myself in his mindset. I don't know, but yeah, he went. To get the closure is what he said. But no, I think I feel more sympathy towards Harry because, I mean, title of his book, he is the spare. And I think he's always been kind of treated as such, he's the extra
That's
one.
fucked up though. It's like he's like,
but they
he's
treat
like,
him
look,
that way.
man, I get it. I'm the spare
I'm
heir.
the
Like
spare heir.
you're the spare tire in case. What is it? William and Kate just go. Fuck this.
Fuck it. Yeah.
You're the spare heir.
And I think
Spare.
between that and then, of course, losing his mom at such a young age.
No, that probably definitely had an effect on him.
His dad clearly being a
shit
shithead,
ass. Yeah.
a shit ass. And then he's got the wicked stepmother situation going on. There's just a lot of things that make me feel sad for him. And then he goes and he marries that bitch. No. But I don't like Meghan Markle. Just don't like her. Don't have a good reason. Just don't like her. But anyway, Harry.
I think it's because
more
she
sympathetic.
just comes off so
Likeable.
unauthentic.
Yeah.
No, unauthentic.
Yeah.
She's not original.
very
She's not
fake.
authentic. She's a very fake person. She's fake to your face. She's probably fake about. I don't know if what they say about the tabloids in England are true, that they're being biased and so unfair. Because I don't read about those tabloids.
No,
I don't give a
I
shit
don't give
about
a
the
shit.
English tabloids.
I've never really cared about the royal family anyway at all.
no, I don't
never
give a fuck
have.
about them. Fuck
But
them.
like I said, something
America,
about Harry
bitch.
that I feel a little bit of sympathy for. I don't know why. I just do.
I don't. I could care fucking less.
Now,
Like,
I can
look,
tell
man,
you-
You guys say you want to get out of the public eye. You want to go and live your private
Sure.
life, and then you make a book and you do
Well,
podcasts,
he's
and then you
gotta
don't
have
follow
money
through on the
somehow.
podcast, so they make you follow through on the podcast.
They want attention.
Then you do a Netflix special, and everybody's like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh my god, the Netflix special was so influential."
Whatever.
Blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. That you're not living
And
your
I'm
life
not
private.
going to
then.
read this book.
And the book, the book is that's just more dirty laundry you're trying to air, staying in the relevancy eye. I said it.
Relevancy eye.
Oh yeah, yeah. I said it.
I don't have any desire to read the book. I'll let someone give me the cliff notes, right? I don't
give
care.
a shit about the cliff notes.
You're going to
generous.
hear about them regardless if you.
Probably.
I've already heard
Probably.
enough.
Jesus
I'd like that.
fucking
What I
Christ.
just told you about the tunnel. Heard about that. Apparently, he lost his virginity to an older woman behind a crowded pub.
Would it have been fucked up if somebody knew he was going to that tunnel and got a little kid to go, "No, mom."
Oh God.
Oh, sorry. That's my dark humor.
No.
It's like Batman. Would he flip out and seek justice?
Probably.
Seek out justice. Be Limbo Man.
Now I'd assume they went to the tunnel with a shit ton of security around.
Yeah, probably.
Let's be real.
Sorry, I'm fucked up, folks. I would do it. I'd get a kid at the end of the tunnel and or hide a tape recorder to play, and have it sound like him, and I'd fucking do it. But anyway, I'm a terrible
Just have
person.
him shout down the tunnel. Fuck you, Harry. What's your name?
Oh, that'd be so fucked up. But I would love it if somebody did that.
No.
What's your name? Fuck you, Harry.
What's your name?
Where was this tunnel? It was in Paris, wasn't it?
I think so.
What is your name?
Oh God.
That's how you do it. Fuck Jesus. Oh, I love it. Yes. Fuck you, Harry. Somebody just screamed down that tunnel while he was down there looking at the place where his mother
Getting
died.
closure about his dead mother.
We are terrible people,
Horrible.
and we like it that way. God. But, I mean, when you marry Meghan Markle, that's what you get. You get dissed. You get dissed hard. But I don't know. I think it's because she's hard to like. She's very unlikable, very unauthentic.
No, you nailed it for me.
Or
why I don't
inauthentic,
like her.
no.
That's exactly why. It's the fakeness.
Yeah, no.
Because I can think of plenty of people I know just in my personal life that they're fake, and I'm just like, I can't stand that person because they're not real.
Well, thanks. Fuck you too.
Fuck you. No. But that's the number one thing. If you're gonna feed me one thing, but you're gonna actually, go and do something else, that just makes me.
Yeah,
you know.
I get that. It is. It's that's what she does. That's exactly what
I mean,
she
she's
does.
the one who claimed, "Oh, I didn't know Harry was."
You fucking know.
I'm like, bullshit. Get out of here.
Yeah, she claimed she claimed that she didn't know who he
She
was,
didn't
know he
know.
was a royal family member. I'm like,
Girl,
dude, you did like a study on the royal family.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
very obvious you knew.
Yes, you knew
Just
what
like
you
you
were doing.
want to tell me that your time as a Deal or No Deal suitcase girl was just horrific. Get out of here.
Yes, she was terrified in that role. She thought they only did it for her looks.
Yeah. I feel like,
How
she was
dare they?
just trying to be relevant. She's,
Yes.
she's annoying. And let's be real, she would not have any kind of, she would not be a name if she hadn't.
Nobody
would
have cared.
Nobody would give
Nobody
a
would have
shit.
cared.
Nobody loved her that much on Suits. Anyone
No.
watch Suits? No, I didn't. She was forgettable. The Deal or No Deal girl, she was
Totally forgettable.
She was suitcase number 12 or whatever the fuck.
Who cares?
Forgettable.
Fucking forgettable. Jesus.
God.
All right, boys and girls. Well, that's it for us this week. We are back. It's official. You've gotten a second episode out of us, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to give you more.
Are you going to say that every time we're back?
Yes, we are back.
Okay.
Because we are. Every episode, we technically are back.
We are technically back.
So maybe, no.
During this Monday of the year.
It is, fuck. Monday of a month.
I said of the year.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. Have a great night, but go check us out on Instagram at canceledaf.podcast. Give us a 5-star rating. That helps us move up the charts. Okay. And look, I'm telling you this now. The 5-star rating system, it's not for everybody. It's a secret.
It's a secret.
And I know by doing this, I'm making it not a secret, but only you know. So if you go down there and you have a 5-star rating system, that's a secret, and you should give it 5 stars. So yeah, go ahead and do that, and then follow us and on Instagram. Follow us on whatever podcast listening platform you listen to us on, so that you can hear us anytime we upload a new episode. Because we're always uploading new episodes every week. Because we love you guys. But also check out WTF.Sportscast. Good night.